Right. Good morning. Not sure where I'm showing up this morning. Um, Good morning, Karen. Do you know which page you're actually coming in from on Facebook? I know you're on Facebook. What I had to do is switch over to using my eCam, and I'm using restream.io as the place I'm streaming to, because I went to use another platform and I had no camera. It wasn't popping up at all. So, Kat, good morning. You're on. Is it the my profile page, or is it the mytimetv.live page, or is it my Ros Boundy page? I don't know where I've got it going to. So, look, it's lovely. I can see lots of comments here. Good morning, Wanda. How are you? I've got Holly Terrick popping in as well. Hi, Holly. I've got Sarah popping in, and you're on my time. Oh, good. The link worked because in the restream, I had to actually drop one profile to actually bring in the Facebook, whichever one it was, which I was hoping was my time. So, hi, Lee. How are you? Yes, it is. It's a good afternoon over there in the USA. I know, because I was up at 3 o'clock silly this morning watching Amari and watching a live stream. I was in a Zoom, and there were some issues with Facebook doing live streaming at that point in time. It's why I was running. I don't know what's happening here. So, good morning, Carol. How are you? We've got Tracy in the room. In the page, in the wherever you are, Tracy. Thank you for being here. My time. Oh, great, 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 great. So everyone's coming in on my time. Good. So that linking happened perfectly because it's where I did want it as well. I know there's another Facebook page that I'm actually coming in on, but I'm not sure whether it's the profile or the page, and that's why I was asking. So, good morning, Karen. How are you? Now, purpose we're here for still is to do our card reading, and I have got that here ready. I just haven't got the camera over it properly, which would be right. I'll just position that. I hadn't got that organised because it was coming down for the countdown. I had a tiny little sleep in. I've only just gotten out of bed because of that early morning session using going into a Zoom meeting. So what we're going to do is swap around to the actual cards, and I do that here. And here we have them. And I'm going to just make this tiny bit smaller so I'm not right in the way of that card. Good, got it. Now, keep in mind it is a general reading for the day for you, and bring in your own energies around the interpretations that you're feeling for yourself from your gut feeling, your intuition, or psychic abilities and stuff. So do keep that in mind. And got some more comments coming in. So good morning, Karen. How are you? And we've got Stephen, Michael. Good morning. Feeling buzzing energy today. Certainly is. It's a beautiful morning outside. I've got the sunshine coming through. Well, it is. It's the window. That's the only light I've got going this morning. I decided to do it completely with the natural light, just to see what difference it made, especially with the eCam. Anyway, the reading is, here are the cards. We've got the tree that's in the workspace energy. We've actually got the rider who's riding through in the home space energy. Up at the top, we've actually got the fish in the unexpected spot. And we've got the fox in our role. I was a bit surprised at that, but that's okay. And the cross as the outcome. So it's a very interesting reading. My instant instinct is three positive cards balanced by what is all wary ones, especially when we look at the fox and needing to be wary with the fox. Well, that's what my feeling was when I saw them laying down. The one that actually did throw itself out needing to be read, which when I do that, I do put it in the workspace energy first because it's the first position. So here we've got the tree of life in the workspace energy, and it does go back to a lot of what the roots are in our past influences that are coming through into what we're doing in our work. So whether that's past life, being the tree and the tree of life symbolism that's right in the centre, or it's just it's just what we've learned over and through our time in our work. Um, because really, if you're not learning something all the time from what you're working within, as far as how we're earning our living, how we're doing what we do for work, how are you going to keep flourishing if you're not learning? So that's what I'm feeling with the whole thing. It's continuing learning around what we've got in our toolkit, in our roots, in what we've grown up and into with our resources and what we flourish in for our because I don't feel what I do as work, but it just does. Whoops, I've got everything buzzing off now. Uh-oh. Um, try and turn them off. I don't know whether I can. Yeah, without looking too distracted, of course. Yeah, the beautiful tree that you painted. You did do that, didn't you? It was a lovely. Actually, that day was quite a lovely lot of energy. So what we've got, moving that through into what is going to be a beautiful day around our home space, because we're starting with a wonderful message coming into us that's to do with our home, and or it could be from someone that is our close, interactive person in our home space. Like this is the home card, so it could be someone really close to us that's sending us a message, giving us a message, and it really is that ride on the rainbow, setting us free, so that we can actually be on it. Well, I'm feeling it is a bit of a new path. I'm not sure how I'm going to notifications. I can't remember how to turn them off on an iPad. Oopsie. Anyway, what we've done what we've got here is that beautiful setting free. I look at the way that Sarah Marchetti has actually depicted this, as far as being the horse that is like a carousel, that it's been trapped in that carousel and it's set free now, so that that first instant message that we're getting is setting us free, and we're going to be able to ride wherever we feel like. And it's riding the rainbow. It's all those possibilities within that rainbow. So expect that to be the energy of your day. It's going to be lovely. Um, yes, it was stunning work. The tree that Sarah had painted as a response that day, it was beautiful. Thank you for that feedback there, Stephen. What we've got in that unexpected, it is the fish. It's about the abundance. So what we've got here, as we're moving from our workspace with all that abundance of the fruit in the trees, the birds in the trees, everything doing what it's meant to in our workspace today, it's going to be a good day. Having that rider sending us into beautiful realms of possibilities in our home space, and here we have the abundance coming in. That is a lovely card. That the fish, that beautiful peacefulness, tranquility in the water, looks so calm and peaceful. And yet we know that when fish school and they all turn at the same time, and they have the like mind and the knowing where they're going, in those instances, and all that happens in that realm being in its perfect balance, the abundance is there. So that's what I'm feeling for our unexpected energies today, that we are going to have that level of things falling in the right place at the right time today. Now, and moving in the right space and time. Just trying to adjust that a bit. Oh, what I needed to do really was just move the arm. The fox, as your role. I'm feeling we're not the fox. We're needing to be wary of the fox, but what we are is the rooster that's looking after his coop, looking after the flock, sitting there quite patiently and quite fitting the role of that protector. And we're there. That's what we're doing. We are. And it's sitting on the fence might be it, but it's not doing nothing. It's not just sitting on the fence as we know that term. It's more actually, being alert, being aware, being vigilant, and being who you are. So, that's, I think too, it is that message that the fox is only being who they are as well. It's each of us having our roles and purposes to play. So just keep your senses around and your responsibility. This is the your responsibility card. So keep your senses open, aware, and knowing that what you're doing in your role is the perfect role for whichever one you hold. Are you the fox that's trying to work out a different way to do something, or are you the rooster just being that protector, that strength? Or are you the chickens in the coop that are actually busy doing what you do there in the coop? That's my feeling around that card. So do know what your position role is through your day to day. Open that awareness even further as to what you feel that you are meant to be doing. Which role are you playing? Which person are you and being? Not the one that you're not meant to be, because you won't fit into that role. You won't fit into having your goals and things um, put out in the way that they're meant to. If you're trying to copy someone else, or you emulate someone else, not even just copy, but if you're trying to be something that you're not. Okay? So if you're the rooster, be the rooster. If you're the chooks, be the chook. Fox, be the fox. Be you. Okay? As the outcome, when I saw the cross, I thought, oh, something's being released again. And I know for myself, there is a part of that happening I saw a post on Facebook last night that was deeply saddening my heart, because it certainly is, end results after tragedies can be very unpredictable and not knowing. And especially, it's to do with the business that my husband, yes, ex-husband, yes, he was tragically killed in April. And the results of all of that now, there's things that, the business itself that Harvey and I had built up is on the surface, it seems like it's collapsing, being dissolved. It's just that not knowing all the details. There's a grieving I'm going through again, and things that are passing out of my life very permanently in this respect. And that's where I felt that, oh, not again, not now. And it's that feeling as I saw this cross moving into that outcome centre, that last card. I thought, well, things do need to be finalised. Things do need to pass on sometimes to being that it isn't the influence in the life anymore. And that's what I was feeling as I was doing that, telling myself that, hi Shaz, how are you? Beautiful morning, I bet, in your garden and happy space today. So look, there are some things sometimes that even as a result, as we've moved from our workspace with all that glory and abundance and life moving forward from what we've had from our past, moving through and into that new journey in our home space with the people that matter, because I do feel that this is the more important for me, for what we actually all feel really, because the work, that sort of area of the workspace and the rest is not the be all and end all of life. It is only just part of it, and what we have as our important arena, our important playground, our important, it is important, that home space. What is our home space? How are we building and maintaining our home space? How are we setting ourselves free and moving that forward on whatever possibilities we want to bring forward in our lives? So that really was the cards for this morning. A little bit of a surprise in the outcome one, but everything does have its purpose in life, and it really is. Um, just trying to understand it and gain a little bit more clarity with what we can use as our tools. Hence why I'm doing the cards. And yeah, it is better than the 2 days. We've had 2 days of almost rain here in South Australia. People that aren't aware of that, and it's been really nice to have the sun coming out. What's that? Oh, so someone's got power out. More sun, but the power's out until 1 p.m. As you can tell, I don't have the power out. Otherwise, I wouldn't be out and about with this broadcast, would I? So we here in Port Elliot, Southern Fleurieu Peninsula, South Australia, we're lucky our power's still on, so that's good. And hi, Lee. Wonderful to see you here too from the good old USA. Um, I think that's part of the beauty of this here, having the technology that we do, that we can reach global. We are a global community. And yes, Stephen, absolutely it is. It's a reason, a season. It's whatever we make it to, actually. I've, it's just come to I suppose the extra few years I may have had from some others that, as we do move on in our journey in this life, that we do gain some wisdom and some understandings that are just because of life experiences and nothing at all to do with what tools we've got around us or otherwise. That we actually do have that connection that gives us the insights and learnings as we're maturing, growing older. There's nothing wrong with growing older. It's a wonderful journey, and it's actually an honour to be growing older and gaining our wisdoms, learning all the time. So I wish that for you, that your path continues onward in a wonderful journey in whatever you make it, being you, as we're reminded by that card that was your role today, the fox. It seems an odd one, but it, as far as the being you, but it really is all those different aspects that we can pick up in who we are. Be the best you that you can be. And I'm going to finish on that. So tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I'll be here again. What's today? It's Friday. Hopefully we will be on tonight for Leanne. I do have a hour session. It's called Friday's Intuitive Chat. Hopefully it's on my time. And I just noticed your comment there. Shaz, you had to boil the kettle, no pot coffee. Oh, I can boil a kettle, but it is a power pot. It needs electricity. Lucky I got mine on. So I can't remember where I was now. That's right, yeah. Mentioning that Leanne and I have the Fridays Intuitive Chat tonight, where we do the little individual readings and just chat. Hopefully the technology's all working properly again by then. It might be BeLive that we use, the B.Live we use, or it could be I'm going to be doing this with Ecamm again. Who knows? We'll see you tomorrow morning at least at 8 o'clock for those of you who are regularly watching my morning sessions with this daily card reading, or it could be tonight. It is 8:30 Adelaide time. So I'm trying to think, it's Australian Central Daylight Time now because we're in our daylight savings. So that's the that universal time thingy, UTC or something or other, plus 20, plus 10.30. There's so many different ways of expressing time, isn't there? We'll see you around if you're popping in tonight. Thank you, Tracy. Yes, they are great cards, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Namaste. Until then, bye for now. Oh, there we go. I've just got to put that there. Thank you. I'll be choosing my role today carefully. Yes. Bye.